Introduction. Mezurashi ya wari no seppo no furu kagami. This paper is intended for ordinary people, not for sinologues or specialists in Buddhism. That is why I have given most of the proper names in their Japanese forms, for the Japanese pronunciation is much less rebarbatif to English ears. And for the same reason I have begun my paper with some very elementary remarks about Buddhism. Students of art will perhaps be interested by the fresh light which I have been able to throw upon the careers of Mokkei and Mokuan. November 1921. Zen Buddhism and its relation to art. Books on the Far East often mention a sect of Buddhism called Zen. They say that it was a school of abstract meditation, and that it exercised a profound influence upon art and literature. But they tell us very little about what Zen actually was, about its relation to ordinary Buddhism, its history, or the exact nature of its influence upon the arts. The reason of this is that very little of the native literature which deals with Zen has yet been translated, perhaps because it is written in early Chinese colloquial, a language the study of which has been almost wholly neglected by Europeans, and also, to judge by some of their attempts to translate it, by the Japanese themselves. The present paper makes no attempt at profundity, but it is based upon the study of original texts, and furnishes, I hope, some information not hitherto accessible. Before describing the origins of Zen itself, I must give some general account of Buddhism. At the time when it reached China, there were two kinds of Buddhism, called the Lesser Vehicle and the Greater. The former, primitive Buddhism, possessed scriptures which in part, at any rate, were genuine. That is to say, they recorded words actually used by Shakyamuni. The ordinary adherent of this religion did not hope to become a Buddha. Buddhas indeed were regarded as extremely rare. He only aspired to become an arhat.